Yeah. Oh, I'm already recording. Oh.
Can't put this to my channel.
Okay. Well, it says recording, so we're just gonna go from here. See all your beautiful faces?
Hi, Mom.
Okay, I'm gonna prop up one more. Wow, guys, discreet. You're being really subtle. They'll never know that you knew you were being recorded. Okay. Okay. No. Okay, Gregory, when you come, bud, I'm actually gonna have you sit over here. You guys scooch in a little bit more so we can see everybody. So we're gonna get nice and cozy. And just be really gentle because that's obviously, Gregory, when you come to sit, that it's not very stable. Okay, making sure one more time. Frank, you're gonna have to scooch down a little bit more, bud. Okay, cool. So let's get started. Again, make sure that we are raising our hands when we want to share out and going through each of our jobs individually. So last time we met, we actually didn't get to finish talking about the questions that we had surrounding Karana, right? So she was looking specifically for something to make a weapon. What did she need to make her weapon before we start sharing out our jobs, Ray?
She needed a tusk.
She needed a tusk. Okay, why couldn't she just use like a special rock or like a good piece of bone that she found? Yeah.
Because the tusks are very strong and like they don't break as easily.
Okay, good. And what is she trying to kill with the tusk? Alexa? She's trying to kill the devilfish? What's the tusk for? Phone a friend, pick somebody else to answer your question.
She's trying to kill the wild dogs.
She's trying to kill the wild dogs. Okay, because she still has a lot of animosity towards them for killing her brother, right? And she feels like that's her duty. Okay, previously she wasn't super comfortable making weapons. Why? Why is it not allowed? Marissa?
Because there was like this myth that only the men would be able to make the weapons.
Right.
Because if the women did, that they would like somehow like the ocean would try to like get them.
Yeah, it's like the ocean will come and take you over and the world will end, right? Which is like, granted, that seems kind of silly to us, right? Like, okay, she's making a weapon and the world literally ends. But if you're from a remote tribe where all you know is your people and you've never been around anybody else and you've always lived on an island, that's a pretty scary concept. And you heard it from people that you respect and love. Like if your parents told you that from the day you were born, that if you made a weapon, the world would end, you'd probably be like, all right, I'll avoid that, right? Okay, so that's kind of where we left off. She was trying to make this weapon. She was watching these two seals. Are they normal seals?
No.
What are they, Isabel?
They're sea elephant. They're walruses.
Yeah, they're sea elephants. They're kind of similar to walruses. I should have brought in a picture. They're like really ugly creatures. She said that.
Miss Gagne showed us like they have like this.
Yeah, they have like a hangy nose, right? It's really silly. I mean, it's kind of like an elephant, but it's not as long as a trunk. And they're just really ugly, and they basically make these really loud noises and they battle. And just like male animals in most kingdoms, most of the male creatures like battle each other to have dominance, right? So they might fight each other to prove like which one's the stronger alpha male in the tribe, right? Or in the pack of animals. Okay, so that's where we left her off, and you guys started. This is section 6, and you each had a job. So just like we always do, we're going to share our predictions first, and I'm going to let Frank take the lead because you're the discussion director. Real quick, Alexa.
Also, the seagulls, they sort of look like elephants, the big dangly.
Exactly. Yeah, they look like an elephant and a seal together, which makes sense that they're called that, right? Yeah, they are real.
And they're ugly.
They are ugly. That's accurate. Yes.
Are elephant seals and sea elephants the same thing?
I believe they're the same
I
thing.
think it's just because I just hear them, and I'm like, I don't know if they're the same.
I think they are the same thing. Yeah, these are bull seal elephants.
Yeah,
If you look up a seal elephant, that's what it is. Okay, so Frank's going to be our discussion director. I might pop in and help out if we need to. We're going to go around and share our predictions and then our jobs. I'm really excited because you guys had extra time to do your jobs because I was sick. So, Frank, start us off.
Okay, let's begin the discussion session with. Let's begin by sharing out the predictions you had before reading, or any questions, right? So, my prediction was I predict that Krana will make a spear. I also think that she will still be scared of the myth
that people told her, and the clues or evidence that supports my prediction is she does need a spear to protect herself and get food, and I was partially correct.
Okay, so if you thought Ray's prediction was strong, can you give me a thumbs up? If you think it was kind of weak, you can give me a thumbs down. So? I would say it was a strong prediction. It wasn't like it was based off of nothing in the text, right? You don't want to make a prediction that has nothing to do with Karana or that would come out of nowhere. For example, your prediction wouldn't be something like, I think Karana is going to find a giant box of gold, and then she's going to decorate her entire new home in gold coins. Like, granted, that could happen, but is it grounded on anything that we've read so far?
Well,
No. Yes.
It could base it kind of because she found the little beads with the stuff.
But did she know that was there?
No.
Kind of.
Well, sort of because it was the loot, so she kind of knew.
She knew where they had set it, and then she knew vaguely where it was buried, right? So if something like that were to happen and she decorated her whole house in gold, it wouldn't be very similar to her character, and it wouldn't be something that would happen. So I think Ray's prediction, and it was partially true, right, was a strong one. Okay, go ahead, Frank.
Okay, so any other predictions or comments, Alexa?
I predict,
Nice and loud so we can hear.
I predict Karana would like build up her house more, add more stuff so that it would be safer for her, and that was wrong.
Okay, so you were wrong. She didn't end up focusing on her house at all in this next section, right? Okay, you just wrote that I predict Karana will build up her house more, but then you added more details with your words, right? So if you read your response and then you look up from it and you add more words, that probably means that you should have written more words, right? Because you should be able to read your response and it's already beautiful and perfect. So I liked what you said because you said then it would make it more, what? Safe. Will you add that detail right now? Because that would make more sense about why she would focus on it more. She's trying to make it safer. Okay.
Okay, I guess we'll just start now with the jobs. I'll just wait for everyone to go. Is everyone in the job pages now?
We'll go back in your seat if you have your job page out in front of you. Okay. Alexa's almost there. All right, I think we're good.
Okay. Next. Okay. Will the summarizer please begin and share out the job to help us remember the chapter?
Okay, so I thought the main idea of
Nice and loud so we can all hear.
this section was Karana making friends with the leader wolf and making a better canoe. And my summary was Karana crawls to her home and stays there for many days. She needs more water, so she decides to go to the ravine. Once she gets there, she sees the wild dogs are watching her. She decides to stay in the cave near the ravine and stays there for several days. After she has recovered, she makes the cave a place where she can stay if she is hurt or sick. She goes back to her home to see the old sea elephant dead and decides to use the tusks for 2 spears.
We keep reading, but read it up here too.
She then decides to go to kill the wild dogs. She starts a fire in the cave and sees dogs exiting the cave. She sees the leader and shoots him in the chest. She shoots him again and kills 3 more dogs. She looks around but doesn't find the leader. She goes along the tracks that the leader left, but soon she lost the tracks. The next day it rains, so Karana doesn't go to find the leader, but the next day she went out and found him. She couldn't shoot him, so she took him home and fed him for several days. She names him Ranju. Karana makes a new canoe, but doesn't sail because she sees a devilfish, which is very deadly and hard to kill. She moves the canoe to a safe area where it would be safe from storms.
Woo! Was that a strong summary?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember every single thing right now in more detail, and I liked that Isabel specifically, she summarized the entire section. It was pretty long, but she summarized each chapter kind of individually, right? Okay, beautiful. Okay, so now we have a really good sense of what happened. That's a good reason to start off with a summarizer. Okay, yes, sir.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that Karana did go sailing, but into a cave, and she killed the devilfish, or she was trying to kill the devilfish.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Could that maybe be what you guys started reading today?
Yeah.
Dripping in a little bit? Okay, so this is a separate sheet. Where Isabel ended her summary is where you guys ended the last section. So talking specifically about the fact that she's seen the devilfish. We're going to ask more about what that is later, right? Which you guys had an idea about. But those 3 chapters were summarized correctly by Isabel, that she is able to make her spears. She finds a new place for her to have a shelter. Why would it be important for her to have multiple shelters on the island? Why would that be a good thing, Marissa?
So she could like travel more and stay out more than one place, like
Yeah.
at night.
Yeah.
It would be a lot safer.
Yeah, it's safer to have like multiple places. Like if, for example, if she's injured and
or
she
if one
needs,
gets ruined.
yeah,
She'll
or,
have a lot.
yeah, she has like a place where other things are stored, food and supplies, just in case she needs to stay somewhere that's not her home, right? Because think about it, if Karana were to like lose a limb, is she gonna be able to get around? Who's gonna take care of her? Right?
Herself.
Yeah, there's nobody else there to take care of her, so that would be pretty detrimental. She needs something set up to be able to take care of herself. Alexa, real quick, and then Frank, I'm passing it back to you.
The other thing where she had multiple houses was so like maybe she could stay later out at night,
Mhm.
stay in a place, and if like someone came to the island
Mhm.
and tried to like capture her or something,
Yeah.
she would have another place. to
Another
go.
hiding spot. Good thought. Okay, Frank,
so-
go ahead, sir.
But this might be a little late, but let's share out the jobs. Wait, who was the summarizer? Okay, so your job.
Pastor Master. No, Empty Master.
Okay.